So I just finished watching the fourth episode of Star Wars The Acolyte. The episode is called Day. Now, if you want to avoid spoilers, I released my spoiler-free review earlier today, so go check that out. But let's really just jump right on into it. But a quick recap of my spoiler-free review. I thought this was going to be the previous episode, but from May's perspective, I was totally wrong. Instead, May's going to confront the Wookiee Jedi to try to kill him. And course, with Osha, Soul, and the rest of the Jedi, they're going on to find May and arrest her. I'm going to talk about the stuff with May later, because I really want to talk about the stuff with Osha and the Jedi first. So Osha is willing just to walk away from all this. She doesn't want to confront everything about it. Yes, her sister's still alive, but she doesn't want to confront anything about it. She's still perhaps in a bit denial, unsure, all that stuff. Her emotions in a way are still clouding her. Meanwhile, So he's like he wants to bring May in. He does not want to kill her. He makes that very clear. But also Osha is very much of the mindset that if May can't be reasoned with, she doesn't think Soulmate will go through with, basically the harsher action and asks George to take care of that if necessary, which I thought was kind of interesting. George, I think, much more likely to do that, more by the book in effect. And also, this episode shows some interesting politicking going on within the Jedi Order. The smaller council that Master, oh, I forget her name, but she's one of the characters from the High Republic books. But she doesn't want to involve the High Council because if she does, the High Council would be obligated to reform the Senate, and they don't want that PR disaster. Of course. Also, one of those Jedi surprisingly looked a little bit like the Moonbeam, but I think it's just the same species. But the little thing I thought was interesting. But going back, Soul's current Padawan believes that Soul brought Osha along partly to help ease tensions when confronting May, making her more likely to surrender herself, but also because she believes that Soul believes that having Osha there will be good for Osha to help her confront her past and all that to confront herself as well. Again, playing up the twin angle in a very different way than we've seen previously in Star Wars, which I think as the story unfolds will become even more interesting and definitely worth its own video. And that idea that Soul wants Osha to confront herself via May in effect, Soul confirms. So he has one really smart Padawan, I gotta say. And eventually, they find where the Wookiee Jedi has been living. Master, I can't remember their names for some reason, not all their names. But things happen, and now we gotta talk about what's going on with May. So May and then her associate have been trekking through the jungle of this planet to confront the Jedi. Well, anyhow, May's tired, so she wants to rest, and she has some good points that she's gonna fight a Jedi, a Wookiee Jedi especially. She needs to rest, especially if she's gonna fight and defeat him and kill him with no weapons. But she's also getting cold feet about this because she now knows that Osha is still alive. So her associate, I forget his name, but like, I'll go get you some water, acting like, yeah, you convinced me. I didn't buy it for a second. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't buy that he was going to go get water. Maybe he will actually come back, but I thought he was going to be contacting the Acolyte, the mysterious dark figure who's actually a Sith. Dan showed Sith Lord or the Acolyte, it doesn't really matter. I have a feeling he went to contact him. Or them. Or her. We don't know the identity of that mysterious figure at all. May does decide, she sets a trap, captures her associate, and she's going to turn herself into the Jedi. But when she gets there, the Wookiee Jedi is already killed with a lightsaber wound. May does not have a lightsaber, so she starts panicking, realizing basically her master, the mysterious Sith, is there. And yeah, that's basically where the episode ends. But the Acolyte comes in to confront the Jedi. The Jedi turn the lightsabers on. Obviously, he turned his on first, by the way. Force pushes May off the same old flicks, and then massive force pushing all the Jedi back. Episode ends. The day ends. I have a feeling next episode might be called Night. But going back, I don't think after all this and seeing the mysterious figure more up close, I don't think May's associate went to contact the Acolyte. I think he is the Acolyte. This is a series I've seen floating around. I'm going to do a full video on it, but I think he's the Acolyte. But I did think it was interesting how he just flicked Osha away. May have failed him, but he may be able to use Osha for whatever his plans are. Because since I'm thinking he is May's associate, I think we now have an identity, but it's still just a theory on that. But a few other things just to note about this episode, besides that major reveal of the Acolyte being there. Identity still need to be confirmed, but I'm almost positive on that, on who he is now. Osha doing all this during this trek on the plane to get to the Wookiee Jedi without the other Jedi to confront May. She's starting to reconnect with the Force. She senses some of the creatures on the planet, and I'm almost thinking she might have sensed the mysterious figure before everyone else did, but she was frozen in fear. Mainly because she has not actually confronted her own fear yet, so it still has the ability to control her. That's my at least take on that. And it was So who was the first Jedi to turn around, sensing the Acolyte approaching. But I think this episode was called Day for a reason. It's day, and then when they got there to where the Wookiee Jedi was, it really quickly transitioned to night. Not twilight, night. And I think that's very much intentional for what they are trying to tell us, that things are about to get dark. So if the next episode is not called night, well, it's probably going to be dark or something like that, because that's just the impression I've gotten from how this episode ends. But really, it was a great episode, and I really loved what they did with it. I think it might be my favorite episode of The Acolyte so far, but we got a few more episodes to go, and those may just change my mind. But I would love to hear your thoughts on Day in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. You can also stay up to date on my content by following me on social media. I have a link tree down in the description which has all my social media links on it. Additionally, if you would like to support the channel, you can become a channel member and get early access to all my videos. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.